I'm in my studio. Hi everyone, and I am going to show you how I made these 3 adorable ocean scenes in frames. Easy peasy, stick around. So I got these picture frames and I took the glass out. I have used a hot glue gun around the edges. There's another one, and these are so nice. I think they were like $2.99 each. Here's another one. I ended up getting about 10 different types of frames. So what I've done on this one is painted a background. I have sand mixture here, which is Elmer's glue all and sand. So I'm going to apply the beach. And then once the beach has dried, I then can apply the resin.
Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I've forgotten how we felt before the world fell at our feet.
Alright, so now the sand is down. When it gets a little dry, I'm going to flatten the top of it. In fact, actually, I can do it while it's wet. I can flatten the top of it because otherwise the water won't go over it. And you can have your beach as big or as shallow as you want it. But it is important not to have that ridge. Otherwise, it's going to look kind of odd. And the water, the ocean is going to come down over the top of the sand anyway, probably to about here. All right, so that's pretty flat. Right up to the edges. So this is great. Sell a completely framed piece of art. And then I have my embellishments. Ooh. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do is in my next one, I'm gonna put some flip-flops on it. So there is my starfish. And I've got a bunch of little shells. And because it's kind of 3D, it'd be nice to have a starfish kind of going up the edge of the frame. There, like that. All right, I'm going to fast forward the next bit because I'm going to get on and paint the background of these 2, and you can watch me do that. So my phone ran out of space. I am going to have to use a camera. I've done this one, painted this one. This one down here, I'm going to do a little bit differently. I'm going to have a sky, and then the ocean, and then the sand. So I'm just going to mask off some of the sky so I can get a nice crisp line. And I'm going to do the same with resin too. And put that there. And now I can paint my ocean.
Never seem to be home. Hello from the
don't know how much of that you saw. I masked off the sky. I'm gonna have to watch it back and edit it. Hang on, let me turn you around this way. I'm gonna take the masking tape off here. So this one's gonna be slightly different. I am now gonna put the sand on. I'm gonna put you back up here and hopefully my phone won't cut out. All right, so I have this one done and this one, and oops, now this one is going to be more of kind of a night scene, and I have some cute little flip-flops that I'm going to put on with some oh, there's a tiny starfish hidden in the shells. Oh, it's so cute. It's got a broken leg though, so I'm going to cover up its broken leg. Okay, so I'm going to come back when these have dried and we will apply the resin.
Hello, how are you? Well, it's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry.
So I put some washi tape over at the sky because I want to have like a really nice defined line between the ocean and the sky. Finally found my heat gun. You can see how it just blends the colours so beautifully together. Alright, I'm going to move. I'll use my lollipop stick from my white because I want to just... Resin's so fluid now. Move that down the side. Put some more white up here. Alright, once that has dried, we'll come back and put the clear layer of resin on. So I wanted to bring you back and show you how I've been fiddling. And given that I'm going to do a last coat of clear resin on these, I wanted to have more definition and more depth. So what I did actually was just put acrylic paint on a stick and drag it through the resin. That is not the best way to use resin, but it's a good way of creating effects, especially if you haven't finished. And there is this one, if I can get it all in view for you. These are coming out way nicer than I expected. And this one is kind of my nighttime evening scene with, there we go, got it in view, with my little flip-flops. And I do want to add some much lighter turquoise into the ocean because it's all looking a bit too blue. So let me do this one for you and just prop it up. Hang on, I'm going to adjust my camera. Okay, I adjusted that with you not watching because I make you seasick. No pun intended. So I'm just going to put some lighter turquoise in the ocean. And as the resin kind of settles and moves, it blends itself together a lot better. And don't forget, this is going to have one last clear coat of resin on the top. And you know what, like, so I work with a lot of resin and it is very smooth. What I've done deliberately for this is let the resin start getting a lot more tacky. so that it's almost like painting with resin. It's much more textured looking, and then I can take my heat gun and just create nicer definition. So once these three have dried, we will come back for the final clear coat of resin. Good morning, or it's nearly good afternoon. It's horrible here right now. It's all, I don't know if you can see on the patio through my studio window, it's all rainy and gloomy. I'm going to put the final clear coat of resin on this, and this is another video which I'm pretty sure you will definitely see after my beach paintings. This is a solid rubber cast that I've made of a sculpture I did, and I have no idea how that's going to turn out, and it weighs, I can't even lift it on my own. It is so deep. Anyway, that may or may not ever work, or maybe I'll just do one massive video blooper. But meanwhile, I'm going to put the final layer of resin on these, and I also have another little task going on. I am making my daughter one of my 3D resin fish bowls, which is in a video I will link below. So let's get on, mix the resin, and I'll be back. I have my resin mixed. I'm going to put the final coat of resin on this one. I will do the other two, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to demonstrate on this one. Otherwise the video is going to take too long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prop this up slightly, because by breaking a popsicle stick in half, because what I don't want it to do is creep towards the beach. So I'm going to begin at the shoreline, because I want this to be actually quite a thick coat of resin. All right, that's perfect. And now I can just pour the resin on. And spread that out so it covers all the glue in the glue gun trails. And I've only slightly propped it up, because all this is going to do is just ensure that the resin stays towards the back of the painting. Be really careful here, because the frame is really pretty, and I sanded areas of the frame down because I wanted it to look kind of distressed and nautical. So that is, just go up there. This is lovely. It's so cute. And I love the frame. It looks weathered and gorgeous. I'm going to take my torch, pop any bubbles, which will also, what the torch does is does make the resin a little more fluid, so any kind of imperfections around the edge, that will take care of that. So thanks for watching. I'm going to bring you down for a closer look. I hope you try this for yourself. It's adorable. So bringing you down, here's the 3D effects. I've distressed the frame to make it look like old and worldly. And it is super cute. I absolutely love the sharp line of the horizon. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next vid.